Thank you, Autumn. Officials in Scotland and England are bracing for a potentially unprecedented turnout when the public viewings for Queen Elizabeth get underway this evening.
Now, they are warning that the wait could take hours, perhaps even longer. Ian Lee reports from Windsor, England.
Britain's long goodbye to Queen Elizabeth is now officially underway. On Sunday, a hearse carried the Queen's coffin from the Scottish country home where she died to Edinburgh, Scotland's capital. The 6-hour journey was marked by huge crowds that lined the roads for a glimpse of the hearse.
The mood was sombre but respectful, but spontaneous applause began just as the cortege had left.
Today, the Queen's body will be transported to St. Giles Cathedral along Edinburgh's Royal Mile. Elizabeth's son, the new King Charles III, will lead the procession, which will conclude with a private service. Afterwards, members of the public will be able to come pay their respects in person. Queen Elizabeth is expected to lie at rest in Scotland for about 24 hours. Her coffin will then be flown to London for an extended public viewing.
And Her Majesty was a constant in our lives, and that's gone.
The death of the UK's longest reigning monarch has prompted an outpouring of grief across the country. For most of her subjects, the 96-year-old was the only monarch they had ever known.
She'll be sorely missed, not only by her family, but I think everyone that she's come into in their lives.
There's been a lot of concern and speculation online over what will happen to the Queen's corgis. They're reportedly going to remain together and in the care of her family. The BBC says the dogs will be jointly adopted by her son Prince Andrew and his ex-wife Sarah Ferguson. Ian Lee, CBS News, Windsor, England.
Now, even though Andrew and Sarah, the Duke and Duchess of York, divorced back in 1996, they both live on the Windsor estate. Tight security restrictions have reportedly been placed on VIPs who will be attending the Queen's funeral. Politico reports only foreign heads of state and their partners have been invited. It's also reported helicopters and official cars have been banned, with dignitaries instead being bused to Westminster Abbey. Private planes are also being discouraged.